Hi Geminis, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and cross watchers. You're always welcome. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides, what is the loving energy that's going on around you? What's coming towards you? I do have some charms. I have some initials. So let's see what spirit has for you in the cards, what I hear for you, what I sense for you. And let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful that you've been guided here. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages for my Gemini. What is it that you need us to hear? What is it that you want us to know at this time? I am listening for you now. I have legal matters. Okay. Somebody going through some legal matters. Somebody could go either way. It could be having gone through a divorce, or it could be somebody I'm interested in being married. You know, I'm looking for a spouse. So it could be, I'm not going to settle for anything less than somebody who wants a commitment. I have an illusion, believing lies, taking off blindfolds. It was more of a being true to yourself energy, not so much that you're holding back or you don't see things clearly. It was just be almost like truer to yourself. I would say it that way. I have boundaries, putting boundaries around. I feel like you're being stricter. It's like, maybe I've been doing this for a while. I've already kind of, you know, gone through some things already. And I feel like this time around, I'm not going to tolerate, I would use that word, I'm not going to tolerate bad behavior from bad people. Like, it's just not in my wheelhouse anymore. So I'm not going to do it. Revenge. Yeah, there's a part of me that's saying you have separated yourself from, they're saying evil. Maybe you felt like there was someone in your life that truly was toxic or very hurtful to you. And you have been, I feel like you're like black and white right now with, I'm just not going there ever again. I can't. It hurt. It was painful. It was crazy. So yeah, I mean, that's good. You know, sometimes it's better to know what we don't want, because we can, it's like a process of elimination. You know, you see that in somebody else and you're like, nope, sorry, I've already seen this behavior before. I've ascended. You're in a higher level. Okay. So it's a feeling of this high value. I'm going to say you're high value. Let's start there. You know, just you've worked hard to ascend. And this high value is going to attract the person that you're supposed to be with. So this low vibration energy or low vibration people that are toxic and negative and have problems and chaos and drama in their life, I just feel like it's cut and dry. I'm just not going there. I mean, good for you. I have friends, putting some friendships in a friend zone, maybe starting out as friends, maybe a little bit of a being introduced to a friend of a friend. Maybe we just meet casually that way, start talking, something easy. I have somebody unavailable, dating other people. If they're not available, I do feel like that is a line you're not going to cross. Okay. Could be been there, done that, and it didn't go anywhere. I learned my lesson. If they're unavailable, they're going through a divorce, but they're not divorced yet. If they say they're separating, but they still live in the same house, you know, technically they're unavailable. So I feel like you're smart enough to see right through that. So listen to your future self saying, well, where is this going to go? Toxic. I have to tell you, I'm really proud that you are really being cut and dry with what it is. And they're saying crystal clear. You're crystal clear with what you want. And I think that's beautiful. I'm done. I'm walking away. Some of you may be walking away from something right now that is toxic, that has been hurting you, that I need something else. And then they're saying an awakening. I'm going to say we're leaning in this direction. It's I know what I want this time. Okay. And you may have to keep pushing away the wrong energies to get there, but you're not going to ever put yourself in that situation again. They have a higher level love. They have, you're a high value and they have a higher level love. So that is where we're taking you. So let's see what our cards say. But I do like that you're crystal clear on what you don't want. I think that's important because that means for some of you, you've broken a cycle of maybe attracting the same kind of people and they keep not working out. So maybe this is, the changes in you. So you're going to attract a different type of person. I have a Judgment. I have an Ace of Wands. I have a Three of Wands. And I have a Ten of Pentacles. Two things came into me. The first thing that came into me was, I want more. And that is not selfish for you to want more. It's not selfish for you to want more stability, security, emotional commitment, somebody to be there for you, somebody to acknowledge you. That is not selfish. That was the first thing that came in. The second thing they're saying is by your side. They just said this sense of I will be by your side. And I want to look at that card of the Three of Wands with you. That for now, there's two cups there and there's a camera. So I do feel like somebody got up. There's an empty chair. And I do feel like somebody maybe got up and went to the restroom. They'll be right back. And this person's looking out into the vista and saying, isn't it a beautiful day? And we're going to spend a beautiful day together. And we've got this camera and maybe we're going to go take some shots, take a walk. But we're starting out our day with this cup of coffee, something easy, maybe a little breakfast. And we are planning our day, not only our day, but it's attached to our future is how I feel. So I really like that. I really feel that they said by your side. So we have your person, your person stays by your side. And I think that's probably what you're asking for. I feel like that's something that you've said out loud. All I want is somebody who stays by my side. I just don't want to be abandoned. I don't want to be the person that as soon as it gets hard, they run. So I've experienced some different things. Spirit, tell me more. I have abundance coming into this connection. I have a Four Cups. I have an Empress. I have a Hanged Man. It's definitely a feeling of I will wait for the right one. I'm not afraid to wait for the right one. And this knight is coming right at you. You're attracting this. This person's coming. This person's going to find you. Okay. So that's how it feels. It's like they're coming into your universe, and it feels like they're coming into you at a pretty fast speed with that knight. A little bit of they come on strong. Okay. And maybe because they like what they see and they don't want it to get away. They don't want you to be the one that got away. They see you with that Empress energy and you have a lot to offer, and they've waited a long time for this. They've been patiently waiting, Spirit saying, you've somehow attracted this person to you. They're saying time is of the essence. What's the bottom of my deck? I have a Three of Swords and I have a Two of Swords. So it's a little bit of kind of time to move on for some of you. If you feel like I need to heal more or I'm not ready, something like that. But it was a little bit of a time is of the essence when this person comes towards you, that I don't want to kind of delay this or, see if this person's what I want. You can go out with them. Just go on a couple of dates and see. I have a Temperance. Beautiful. And I have a High Priestess. I love that because you have a very high energy right now. You have a very high value, high vibration. And it's saying to me that I am going to, they said two things. I'm going to walk in grace. Okay. I'm going to accept God's blessings, basically, walk in grace. And then it was a feeling of, I'm confident and secure enough emotionally. Like that temperance to me is I'm emotionally balanced, that I can pretty much handle anything at this stage. And I am definitely way more in tune intuitively, psychically, empathically than I ever have been. So whoever this sword of Knight of Swords is that's coming charging at you, they're saying you'll know right away. Okay, that I feel like you're confident about. I'll know it when I see it. But you will know right away that this person has something going on. I'm definitely interested in this. I have an Eight of Swords. Looking at this Eight of Swords is kind of looking at their reflection. I feel like that's a question I'm asking myself. Is it time to surrender to the unknown? Is it time for me to surrender to the universe and just put it onto the universe? Whatever you have for me, bring it to me. So it felt more like I'm a surrenderer. I've gotten to the stage where I'm okay with surrendering and letting the universe work, and that's okay too. Spirit, please share with me some first initials, last initials. Let's see, get some clues. Some of you may confirm somebody that's come into your life recently. I have a Z, an A. I have an O, letter D, an S. I have a C, an I. I have another S, letter B, Z. I have an L, another C, A, L, W, T, and let's do two more, the letter E, and I have another T. Okay, so those could make some sense to some of you. Spirit, what is it that you need me to learn about this connection? I like the high value. I like the confidence that you're showing, and it's not a kind of it's certainly not a bully confidence. It's I'm secure within myself emotionally. I don't have to prove myself to anybody. It is what I'm feeling. And that takes a long time to get to. That you don't care what people think about what you're wearing, what you look like, what you said, like that is so beyond you. It's like, that's their problem, not mine. I have, please forgive me. I'm sorry. So maybe your past feels sorry for some things that have happened. Maybe you'll get some closure, some of you. I don't think you're going back. I've been lying to myself and you. This person deceived you. That's probably what happened. I feel like I'm leaning in the direction. At the bottom of the deck, I have loyalty. I'm forever yours. So there's a sense of deceit. Somebody deceived me. They were filled with apologies. They were filled with, we'll do this again. It'll never happen again. That kind of garbage. I'm going to say loyalty, forever yours, is more what I'm only willing to accept. I'm not willing to accept your apologies. I'm not willing to give you a second chance. I have boundaries now. I have high value. You want to be with somebody else? Be with somebody else. I'm becoming my best self. I'm healthy for the first time. Emotionally, spiritually, physically. I've really, really worked on myself. So I don't want you to let that go away. There's a lot in this reading about who you've become. And yeah, we're looking and manifesting for someone else. But at the end of the day, it's about you. These readings are for you, and for you to learn and to grow and to continue to love yourself more and more, and to understand why, spirit's in your life and how this all works. But let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. What did they say? They said, by your side. I love that. I'm going to be by your side. Let's get some charms. These are some charms. Now, some of these are really little, and I'm hoping I can see. I've been wearing my new contacts, and I'm still getting used to them because there's one side is for reading and the other side is for distance and like driving. So it's kind of it was kind of wonky there for a while. I felt like I had two heads, but I'm okay, and I'm getting used to them. I have 2 6s. The dice are saying 2 6s. So I have 6 6. Let me pull that angel number. I'm just curious for a second. I feel my whole body just tingled. Okay. They definitely have a message for me. 666. Okay. Let's go with that. 666. A wake-up call. I'm centered. Yeah, you're balanced. You're centered. You know what you want. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation, change the directions of your thoughts so that you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. So that's probably something that you've been consistently working on. And I'm going to say now is the time that it's paying off. You know, it's like I've been working on that. So now it's paying off. I'm going to say it that way. All right, what is this little guy? It's a little moon with a crown. That feels like the universe is in control. The crown, the angel wing. I just feel like the universe is in control. I have a heart, a love. I will give you my heart. I have no doubt in my mind that you have great capacity to love somebody. You probably have a big heart. You have a lot of love to give. They're sharing. You just want to give it to the right person. I have another little heart over here. I have the letter A. Let me get my little guys. Okay, the letter A. Let me see what other letters I have. I think this is a letter. What's that? What is that? I'm going to say O. I think it's a little O. I have an X, the letter X. Maybe the name has an X in it. I don't know that many names that start with X. I'm going to turn some of these over, see what I feel. Okay, what's this guy? I have a snowflake. I always see snowflakes as one of a kind. I'm going to put the snowflake and the leaf together because it came to me, and even this flower, it feels like a change of seasons. I'm going to say, I always like knowing that I'm with somebody where I'm going to go through the change of seasons, because that tells me that this person's going to remain in your life, you know, through months, you know, seasons, 1 year, 2 year. So there's a sense of time that this person will be in your life, and you'll go through those seasons together. So I do feel like that, and it could be you live in an area where you actually experience all 4 seasons, you know, that you really see the difference. What's this? This is a little bunny. Okay, I have a little bunny. What's this guy? Okay. All right. I have a cactus, and I'm going to say the cactus is more, you know, it has like the prickles on it. You don't want to touch it. I'm going to say what you know exactly what to stay away from. Like, you wouldn't walk up to that cacti and say, you know, I'm going to, you know, put my hands on it in any way. It's going to hurt. So I feel like, you know, that like, that's something to stay away from. That's the type of person I stay away from. That's the situation I stay away from. So, you know, again, it goes back to, you know what you want. And I think that's important. I have a diamond, a red diamond. Now, a diamond in the playing cards connect. If I were to read playing cards, connect as tarot cards. The diamonds are my pentacles. So that is just coming into me as abundance around this connection, whether we're both hardworking, whether we both have good jobs, whether we're both stable. So I'm going to say that's almost a guarantee. I don't think that's something I'm going to struggle with. So if that's something that you're questioning, like I just want to know that their stability is there, I'm going to say yes. What is this little guy? Okay, I have an angel. I have an angel and a key to your heart. I'm going to say sent by angels. I'm going to say a lost loved one. I'm going to say somebody special to your heart. I do feel like it's a female. I feel like it's on your father's side. I feel like it would be your grandmother on your father's side, or an aunt that was connected on your father's side that you were close to. But it feels like this person is always with you, and they would love for you to be happy, and they would love for you to be with this person. So yeah, they're saying stand your ground and be yourself and don't settle, all those things. This person's kind of tough. They wouldn't settle. I have a white cat. I like that. I have the bunny and the whale. Part of me feels like they're children's toys. It was almost like bathroom toys, like a little floaty whale, or, like a rubber ducky, but they come in different animals. It almost felt like that. So I could have a young child that goes in like bubble baths with toys still. My kids loved that. Oh my God. We used to have so many toys in that bathtub. It was crazy. But yeah, it felt like somebody has young children and they still take tubbies and they have bubble baths and they have toys in the bubble bath. So that was a nice reminder. I kind of forgot about those days. I'm hoping I have those days again with grandchildren soon. So that feels nice. Okay, so there is my charms. The white cat. Somebody have a white cat out there? Let's see what the feelings are. Let's see what they want you to know about the feelings. Spirit, where is this connection headed? High value, attracts. Your person will stay by your side. I'm loyal forever. And they come on strong because they like what they see. They come, this person's not going to delay things. This person's going to make a move. This person's going to ask you out, ask for your number. An Ace of Wands. I like what I see. So I think that you're not going to be the one that gets away, at least on their end. If you don't want them, that's a different story. But they don't see somebody that they're interested in every day of the week. So they're going to act, is how I feel. Ace of Pentacles. I have something to offer. Yeah, that diamond I felt a moment ago. Be more selfish. You're not selfish by knowing what you want. Be very crystal clear, they said. I miss you. Do you miss me? There could be somebody in our in our background that I don't think we ever stop loving somebody who was important in our lives. Sometimes we just get to a stage where it's not what we need anymore. But that doesn't mean that we don't miss that person, or there's things about that person that we miss or think about. But it doesn't mean we want to be with them. So there could be a little bit of a bittersweet energy happening around you right now. You are so very special. I love this. So are they noticing that you're ready to have this new beginning? Are they ready to recognize that there's something about you? Again, it all started with that high value, attracts. So I think that that's important. I think that this is a starting over again. This is a world energy. So this is a starting over again, a new phase for you. But they're sharing a lot today for you about this time it's going to be different because you're different. That's really what's happening. You want more this time. You keep saying, I just want more. I want more. And so if that's what you're saying, let me know in the comments. Psychic Kathy, how did you know that? All right, let's put this out to the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, I'm so grateful. Always, if you would like to book a private reading with me, please head over to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Check my other 2 YouTube channels out. I'll put the links in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you again real soon.